Hey guys, how's it going? It's early February and that means Super Bowl 50 is right around the corner. For those of you who don't know anything about football, don't worry. I'm gonna give you some easy tips and tricks that I've used in my own life to help me learn about sports so that you too can sound like you know what you're talking about. Boys really appreciate it when you seem to know a little bit about sports. So first off the bat, this Sunday is Super Bowl, and the Denver Broncos are gonna play against the Carolina Panthers in San Francisco. That's all you need to know. Seriously. They're gonna throw some balls around, run across the field, and somebody will win and somebody will lose. And you'll look so smart for knowing that Peyton Manning and Cam Newton are playing. You don't need to know what these things mean, just remember them. They say football is a game of inches, and so is my dating life. So I'm going to show you how some of these common football terms can be implemented into your everyday conversations to make you sound like you know what you're talking about on Super Bowl Sunday. First up, too many men. You guys, this isn't a thing. Imagine walking into a club and it being full of super hot, eligible guys. It's like a real-life unicorn situation. This is a fantasy. Too many men is never a problem. Special teams. This is sort of like your regular squad, but bigger. Normally when you go out, you just want to go with your main crew, but your special teams includes people like your second cousin or your ex-boyfriend's weird sister or that like crazy drunk aunt that always wants to party with you. Special teams, you know, the stragglers. We don't really love special teams. Okay, so now we're at the club and all the girls are gonna get into a huddle! This is when all the girls gather around with their vodka sodas around a table and they survey the room and decide who they're gonna hit on. Huddle. Fair catch. This is one that I really like. Fair catch is essentially dating within your league. That's a fair catch. There should never be more than a 2-point spread in hotness between any guy or girl in a relationship. If you're a 6 and you're going after a 10, don't do that. That's not fair catch. If you're a 7 and she's a 9, fair catch. Handoff. Handoff is sort of like when you walk up to a guy because he's pretty hot and you start talking, but he opens his mouth and he's an idiot or he's rude or you just don't want to be around him. What you're going to do is just hand him off to somebody else. So you found your fair catch. He's not a handoff, but uh-oh, fumble. That's when you make a joke or you try to hit on them and they don't get it and they just kind of look at you weird. This happens to me a lot. Offensive line. Guys, this one is super self-explanatory. Offensive line is when somebody says something that's kind of offensive, like, you look like a linebacker, or I like your tight end. Snap. Probably what I'm gonna do when I hear your offensive line. Defensive line. This is what people counter with after an offensive line and a snap. They're gonna give you a defensive line to get you back in their good books, like, intellectual women really intimidate me. When you're talking to your fair catch and you guys have had some good back and forth, you're gonna wanna know about down. Down is the first letter in DTF. If you don't know what down TF means, ask somebody. End zone. Which end zone will we be going to tonight? Yours or mine? I have a roommate, so we should probably just go to yours. Sack. If we end up in a designated end zone, we may end up here. After arriving in the end zone and making it to the sack, I'm probably gonna eventually give you a 2-minute warning because I'm tired and I have to work tomorrow and I'm very drunk. 2-minute warning. I've had a great time getting to know my fair catch and really enjoying his end zone, but after the 2-minute warning, it's really time for completion. Like I said, I'm tired, I want to go home, and I never want to speak to you again. So these have been your Super Bowl tips. Make sure that you bring them up this weekend over some chicken wings and 7-layer dip. Go football! Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments in the comments. That's what comments are for.